أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألم تر كيف فعل ربك بأصحاب الفيل. So our first word is a, because we know that a and lam, these are two separate words. So this a, we have learned that this a comes for istifham. Or you can simply say interrogative. So this a in the start is a questioning word. And this lam is a adatun. Ada mean particle or tool. And jazim mean the one which make mudare majzoom. So what I wrote, adatu jazima. Ada mean tool, and jazimatun mean the one which makes the mudare majzoom. So which means, understand this point very carefully. So far you have not got anything, so you don't know if it's some which jumla is starting or any of the word of the jumla itself. Okay, a was simply to make it interrogative, and lam was simply to make the next verb into majzoom. So the actual verb is coming now, tara. Now please pay attention one more time. Ara, yara, and ra. Now yara is mudare, and when yara reach at number 4, it become tara, and likewise and at number 7 it is also tara. Why? Because we know that in mudare number 4 and number 7 are same. Now tara is number 7 here. Okay, it's not number 4, even though they look the same. Okay, so it was actually tara, but because of this lam, because those were, please pay attention, inshallah this topic will come in detail very soon, but for now understand this point. Those verbs which have a ya in the at their end, as this ya here, in those words when they make majzoom, their ya is removed. Okay, always remember this point. One more time, those verbs which have this ya at the end, which yara or ara have, when they become majzoom, simply we remove their ya. Okay, so it was tara with ya ending, but when you make it majzoom, it is still tara, but ya is removed. Why? Because of becoming majzoom. So tara is basically mudare majzoom, and it is number 7. Even though number 7 and number 4 are same, but it is number 7. Why? Inshallah, we see in the translation that it is actually number 7. And if it is mudare majzoom, the built-in file is anta. Now, a mean just to make something into question. Lam make it majzoom, number 1, and number 2, lam has the meaning of did not. And tara means simply you see or you will see. But when you say lam tara, then it becomes, because of lam has the meaning of did not, you will translate it like the past tense. Did you not see? Tara mean you see. Lam tara, you did not see. Alam tara, did you not see? One more time. Tara simply mean you see. Lam tara, you did not see. Alam tara, did you not see? So in this way, a and lam has make it not only negative, have taken the meaning into past, and a has make it into a questioning sentence. Now, if you say to someone, alam tara, have you not seen? What is the obvious question? Seen what? You notice? So it means that whatever will be coming now, it will give you the answer for what. And we know that the answer of what is called maf'ul. Right? Now, kaifa. Like I said before, Kaifa is simply a questioning word. Kaifa mean how. So what you will get actual the starting of the sentence that will come now, because kaifa is simply a questioning particle. Okay, faala, faala is the next word. You remember I mentioned last time that if you have only a word which has 3 letters, if you have a word which has only 3 letters and first and the last one have fatha, like in this case fa and lam both have fatha and it is 3 letters, fa, ain and lam. Any word which has 3 letters and it is first and third letter have fatha, it is the sign of fail madi, and madi number 1, which means that faala is fail madi, and because it is number 1 it has the file huwa. And faala mean to do something. Faala you can say he did. Faala can be translated as he did. Clear? Let's move on. Rabbuka. Rabbuka. I have mentioned this repeatedly in the past that when you have a jumlatul failiya as from faala, a jumlatul failiya has started. And in this jumlatul failiya, if you get an ism in rafa status, that ism will play the role of outside file and the built-in file will be cancelled, which means that this huwa is cancelled and this rabbu will become the file. But because rabbu and ka are connected together as mudaf and mudaf ilay, so you can put the whole thing rabbu ka as the file zahir. Zahir mean outside or clear or apparent. So instead of saying he did, now what will you say? Your Rabb did. Okay. Be ashabi. These are 2 words, ba and ashabi. This ba is telling you that it is a jar and ashabi is majroor. So this is a jar majroor fragment in which ba is jar and ashabi is majroor. And we know that jar majroor fragment inside jumla failiya is called muta'alliq bil fail. You can simply say muta'alliq, it is understood that it is muta'alliq bil fail. Why? It's a jumlatul failiya. Al-fili. Al-fili is in jar status. It is a ism because of alif lam. And before al-fili, you don't see any jar. So the only other option is that al-fili is actually becoming mudaf ilay. And this ashabi is becoming the mudaf. Now, instead of saying that bi ashabi is jar majroor, you can put ashabi and fili both together in the jar majroor bucket. So ba is in the jar bucket, ashab al fili is in the majroor bucket. Let's translate it. Ashab mean companion or helper, okay? And fil mean elephant. Okay, let's translate it the whole ayah, inshallah. Then you can ask me any of your questions. So, alam tara, have you not seen? What? Kaifa fa'ala rabbu? Kaifa mean how? Okay, kaifa, how? Fa'ala, did. Rabbuka, your master, bi ashabil fil, with the companions of elephant. So, I just want to mention one thing that I said before as well, that this kaifa fa'ala rabbuka is playing the role of maf'ul. This whole sentence is playing the role of maf'ul. Clear? Now, inshallah, if you have any question, you can ask before we continue.
Assalamu alaikum.
So our next ayah is Alam yaj'al kaidahum fi tadlil. So once again, A is for interrogation. Lam is simply jazimatun. Jazimatun means that it will make the next thing majzoom. And secondly, when you see any of the word from the lam, because you know there's a list of words which make mudare, mansoob or majzoom. So you know that after this, any of the word, you will definitely get a mudare after that. So yaj'al, the actual word was yaj'alu. Because of lam, yaj'alu has become yaj'al, which means majzoom. So yaj'al is mudare majzoom. And because it is number one in mudare, it has a built-in file, and that built-in file is huwa. So yaj'al mean he does or he will do, because mudare has both meaning. Lam yaj'al. Now because of lam, you have to translate it with the negation and in the past. So instead of saying he does, you will say he did not. And because of a in the start, interrogation, did he not? Clear? A has make it into interrogation. So did he not make? Did he not make? Because yaj'al mean he makes, and lam yaj'al, he did not make. Alam yaj'al, did he not make? Okay, if you say that did he not make, the question is did he not make what? You see, so which means that now maf'ul is coming. So that's why this qaida is in nasab status. Why? Because we know the principle that if in jumlatul failure you get an ism in nasab status, that ism will play the role of maf'ul, as qaida. Qaida is in nasab. Why? Because of this fatha, you know this. Okay, but qaida is connected to whom. So qaida whom, you will deal the whole thing together. And secondly, qaida mean plan. Qaida mean secret plan or plan. Now, if it is plan, it is a ism. Okay, so which means that ism and attached pronoun are coming together, which means that they will become mudaf and mudaf ilay. And the role of this mudaf mudaf ilay is maf'ul. So this mudaf mudaf ilay is playing the role of maf'ul for yaj'al. And then you have this fi. Fi is a jar, and because of fi, tadlilin is in jar status. Okay, so fi is jar and tadlilin is majroor. And this jar majroor is basically muta'alliq bil yaj'al. So did he not make their secret plan in error or in, basically, you know, dalala mean misguidance. Basically Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they made a secret plan and Allah misguided them in their plan. Okay, so did he not make their secret plan into error? Did he not make their secret plan, kaidahum, their secret plan, fi tadlilin, into error? Any question about this ayah?
Assalamu alaikum, brother. Just have a question. So this qaida whom is only maf'ul, and fi tadlin is mutalik bil fail.
Yes, sister.
I considered the whole thing as maf'ul, so that was wrong.
Okay, yes, sister, remember this point. If a complete sentence was there, and in which qaidahum and fi tadlilim were the part of that sentence to make the whole thing maf'ul, like we have seen in the example of fa'ala rabbuka bi ashabil fil. In this case, because you see that with the fa'ala, a new sentence began. For this reason, we put the whole sentence in the bucket of maf'ul. Is that clear?
Yes, that's for the first ayah.
Yes, and because we did not get anything after yaj'al which can start a new sentence, so that's why only qaidahum is maf'ul and fi tadlil is mutalliq.
Yeah, understood. Jazakallah.
Okay, so then we have this wow, and this wow is connecting this sentence with the previous one. We call this wow harf ataf or conjunction. Okay, so arsala is madi, and it is number 1 in the madi chart. Look, arsala has the meaning of to send someone. Inshallah, like I said, these things will be discussed, inshallah, very soon. But for now, let me give you one point at this stage. Actual root letters are Ra, Sin, and Lam. Rasila. Rasila means that someone himself comes. But when you put Hamza in the start, Hamza means Alif with the Fatha in this case. Okay, because Hamza means when Alif has any haraka, we call the Alif as Hamza. So when in the start of three original root letters, you get a Hamza, it will make it will give the meaning that now to send someone else, not that this person. For example, if I simply say Rasila, he came, Arsala, he sent. Clear? So that's the difference between Rasila, which was the actual three-letter verb, Rasila, but now Arsala. Arsala means he sent. Okay, we see inshallah what did he send. So Arsala is fail Madi, and it is number 1 in the Madi chart. So it has a file Hua. And always remember this point, like I just mentioned, that in the start of three root letters, if you add a Hamza, it gives the meaning of send the action happening on someone else. Okay, so alayhim. So if Arsala was fail Madi and ala is obviously a preposition, which means jar, and him is majroor, and we know that jar majroor inside of a jumla failiya are called mutalliq. And then tayran, which status? Clearly rafa nasab status, because you can see this fatha is the sign of nasab status. So tayran is the maf'ul. Why? I mentioned earlier that in jumlatul failiya, ism in nasab status always play the role of maf'ul. Okay, so and tayran mean birds. Ababilin, ababila. Ababila mean flocks. Okay, like in group, flock. So ababila is basically, in this case, let me rub this thing. So ababila here is actually defining the tayran. So tayran is becoming the mawsoof as well. Let me explain why. So wa and arsala, he sent alayhim upon them tayran, birds. This was the end of sentence. And he sent upon them birds. And now ababila is telling you that these birds, they were in flocks. So ababila is actually the description of these birds. Which birds? Those birds which are in flocks. So he sent upon them birds in flocks. Okay, any question about this ayah?
Yes, assalamu alaikum. So Tayran Ababil is the maf'ul, or just Tayran is the maf'ul?
Good question, sister. Good question, sister. Because Tayran and Ababil are connected as a murakkab, because murakkab means two things are connected. Okay, because Tayran and Ababil are in a connection of Mawsoof Sifa, so you can put the whole thing into the bucket of Maf'ul.
Jazakallah.
Oh, yeah. Clear? So let's inshallah do the next ayah. Tarmihim. Tarmihim. So the first word is tarmi, and it is connected to him. Please pay attention. Rama, Madi form, Rama, and Mudari form, Yarmi. Rama, Yarmi. And then Yarmi has, when Yarmi get to cell number 4, it becomes Tarmi. And in number 7 is also Tarmi. So we need to look at the translation that which one is suitable. Is it number 4, which is she, or is it number 7, which is you? Okay, so Tarmi him. Remember this point I have mentioned earlier as well. Whenever you see a combination of fail and attached pronoun In this case, attached pronoun is always maf'ul. When you see ism and attached pronoun, it is always attached pronoun is always mudaf ilay. But when you say fail and attached pronoun is always maf'ul. So tarmi is basically mudare, and it is, I will see inshallah that which one is it? Is it number 7 or is it number 4? Be with me inshallah, we see. So bihijaratin, ba is jar and hijaratin is majroor. And we know that jar majroor inside of jumla failiya, they are called muta'alliq bil fail. Min sijilin, another jar majroor. And this jar majroor is playing is also muta'alliq. Inshallah, I come to this one in a minute. So tarmihim, yani it has the meaning of to hit someone. You know that when people go for Hajj, you know, they pelt stone on those jamarat, on those symbols of the devil. So they said they are doing the rami. They are doing what? Rami. Rami means that they are hitting or they are pelting the Satan. Okay. So tarmihim, it is referring to the birds. Okay. And because birds are considered here as feminine, that's why it is number 4, and it has a built, from grammatical point of view, it has a built-in file, and that is here. But because obviously it is just grammatically speaking, we refer to them here. But in this case, it is referring to the bird. You can translate them as it as well, because they are non-human. So tarmihim, they hit them bihijaratin, with the stones, min sijilin, from clay. Okay. And this min sijilin, in one sense, it can be called the sifa of hijaratin. Remember this point. In another way, we can say that this min sijilin is the sifa for hijaratin. Why? Because if you notice the translation, that min sijilin is actually becoming the description for, because hijara can be any stone, but specifically min sijilin, from clay. You see the point? So from clay is becoming the description for hijaratin. So in one sense, if you say that min sijilin is a jar majroor, it is jar majroor, but this jar majroor is playing the role of sifa for hijaratin. That will be correct as well. So they hit them bihijaratin, with stone, and which stone? Min sijilin, from clay. The birds, they were hitting the ashabul fil with the stones. Any question about this one?
Brother, can we consider it then Mawsuf sifa?
Yes, sister, you can say that hijaratin is mawsuf and min sijilin as a jar majroor phrase playing the role of sifa for hijaratin. You can say this.
Yeah, from the meaning, I also thought the same, but I ponder on this for a while, because I was just looking at the meaning that to be Mawsuf sifa, it has to be matched with 4 properties. And
Yes.
from that website that you provided, Corpus, it says hijaratin is feminine and sijilin maybe not.
Yes, sister, you are right. That's why I'm saying that, you know, it is not, for example, when we make mawsuf and sifa as 2 words, we match them in all the 4 properties, right? But because in this case, that is not a normal case of 2 words matching in 4 properties. Rather, it is just that this last bit is playing the role of sifa. It is not literally the sifa for hijaratin. For this reason, I did not even label that, but I just said that if you look at the translation, or when you translate this ayah, you can clearly see that min sijil is playing the role of sifa for hijaratin.
Okay, yeah, I understand, because you have explained like playing the role is slightly different from exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah. Jazakallah.
And by the way, the Arabic term for playing the role, for example, if I want to say that Min Sijil is playing the role of Sifa, you will say that Jar Majroor Fi Mahalli Jar Sifa, and in the bracket Hijaratin. So Jar Majroor, this word Fi Mahalli mean in the role of or in the place of, if you want to write. But obviously, like sister said, that we are not saying that there are technically two words which are matching in their four properties. So let me rub this one. So last ayah is Faja'alahum Asfim Ma'kul. So Fa is harf ataf. Ja'ala is Madi, and it has the file Huwa. Remember, I said before that you see Ja'ala, three letters, and first one and last one have Fatha. It's a clear sign of that this word is a fail Madi, number one. So, and then whom, because Ja'ala is a verb, and whenever pronoun is attached with the verb, this pronoun is called maf'ul. Okay, so Ja'alahum, he made them. Kasfin, kaf is jar, and asfin is majroor. And jar majroor inside of jumla failiya will be called muta'alliq. Ma'kulin, here you got a clear sifa. Ma'kulin is the sifa for who? For ka'asfin. So ka'asfin is playing the role of mawsuf. Let's translate it. So he made them ka'asfin, like a straw, like the straw, okay, like a straw. Ma'kulin, chewed. Ma'kul means when you chew something, because akala mean to eat something, and ma'kul mean something like which has been chewed under the teeth. Okay, so ma'kulin is the description for asfin. Asf mean a straw, and ma'kulin mean chewed. So he made them like a chewed straw. So which means that instead of saying that ka harf jar and asfin majroor, you can put the whole thing asfin ma'kulin in the bucket of majroor, and the whole thing will be called muta'alliq. Kaf as the jar, asfin ma'kulin in the majroor bucket, and the whole thing will be in the the muta'alliq bil fail. Which fail? Ja'ala. So he made them, ka mean like. So he made them like a chewed straw, because in English language you put the sifa first and mawsuf after. So he made them like a chewed straw. So inshallah, now you have any question you can ask, inshallah.